Alright, we're almost done setting up. Actually, no way. Alright, we're just gonna get set up in just a bit. Okay.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Yay.
Yeah, sorry, I just
If
had
I
to
can
do something
unmute
like that.
for just this little bit.
Yep. We're back. Still missing some things, but
Yeah,
I just gotta like
ladies
put
and
the
gentlemen,
chat
we're live. Welcome to MD5's mid-Australia. We're gonna read Homestuck.
in. Okay, bro.
Sorry.
See, I copied a link from the chat, and then I just put in here, or at least I try to. There we go. Okay. I think we're kind of good now. I just gotta connect to my stream so I can see the chat on my phone. Okay. Okay, I think we're like good now.
Alright, let's go.
Do not open. Your cat has decided to join you for the stream. That's funny. Okay. So we left off on Dave trying to call John because he got like stressed over like all like the puppets and stuff. I'm pretty sure I did read like a couple panels before this. Just like getting myself ready for everything. Yeah. Okay. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you. Don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your supper. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Rose, deploy the punch design X. Okay, what? Well, let me. I'm just gonna refresh this. Okay, yeah, there we go. John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shell you collected to use and finally deploy the punch design X. It is in your study. I can only drop it though. You have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try? I'm updating my walkthrough and it would help to know what it does. Like it just turned the piano. Well, it didn't turn it. Well, move the piano like outside of the. Also use some currency, but and there's trolls outside the house. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. And again, I think defeating the monsters like awards you like with some like build grid, which allows you to just like build some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay. Mindfiend, you want to do some voices or no? It's fine if you
No,
don't want to.
not right now. Not right now.
So I can see stupid lousy lumps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not sure what came me over there. I was acting really crazy for some reason, but my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm all right now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to Specibus. You are getting way better at this sorting thing. And that's like his strife Specibus, which is like his weapon folder, like where he just keeps his weapons. Wait, John, confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana. And he's just in his window. Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see. And there... Yeah, when it has this S, that means the next one's going to have sound.
Yeah, okay.
No one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost Pogo Ride. Oh, wait, it was. Just took some time to load. All right. No one but you. Click Giddy Up. Use arrow keys to operate Pogo Ride. Go for insane combos. All right. What is this, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that was actually kind of funny.
I gotta name it Ended Fire.
Drop something heavy on one of those imps. Wait. Fuck!
There we go.
Bro's just done for. Rose, my piano!
Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. Guess I really can't do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though.
I guess you're right.
You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist.
So, that means I have to go out the back door?
Yes, is there a problem?
Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies.
You're right, that does sound dumb.
Can you see her in the kitchen?
Yeah.
What's she doing? Is she baking?
You could say that.
Are you sure you can't get that grist up to me somehow?
Maybe. Rose, use Pogo Ride to fling grist through window. Oh, there we go, Pogo Ride.
Okay. Okay. Rose, use Pogo Ride to fling grist through window. Doesn't look like that grist
Doesn't
is
look like
going
the grist is
anywhere.
going anywhere.
Rose,
Just never
you
know
are
what's with these gaming abstractions.
Rose, you are not trying to hit combos right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You
look like
shouldn't try
that
and hit
grist is
combos,
going
you
anywhere.
Go get the grist to frickin' John.
You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Oh, that's where you...
Oh. Shut up.
Rose, drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom. Imagine like the grist just falls off as she's moving it.
I hope it does.
Oh, wait.
Nah.
John, get the grist.
Hot take, it should be placed in the crapper. Come on, that would have fit. The shapes would have fit. There you go. Now, why don't you check out the design X? You can do that while I get to work.
On what? Piano. Level up for
Level
slaying
up
the
for
imp.
slaying the imp.
The piano and its valiant effort.
Yes, its valiant effort unfortunately has been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have racked so many boon dollars you had no idea.
So many. It's time to build.
That's good.
Play
First we
some
mine,
Minecraft.
then we craft. So let's Minecraft.
Build. Holy shit, there's so many of them. They're all over the place.
I'll try and count them. Go up. I'll try and count them. 1 troll. Ah. 2 trolls. Ah. No, JK. 3, 4, 5.
There's 11.
Yeah, 11. Yeah. 1 troll. Nana set to build, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But this sure is gonna take a lot more. a lot of grist. It looks like you're going to be busy, John.
Well, what are you building?
Stairs. They're fairly expensive, actually.
Oh man, I could have warned you about stairs, Rose. Fuck!
The curve you
What?
need.
Oh, I thought he dropped down there, but no, he just fell.
Yeah. The curve you need, like just curve you fall. Like, ah! I'll try reoccupying. I try recouping some of the grist with a catwalk I built earlier.
It keeps happening.
Ah, good. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations.
I told you, Rose. I told you about stairs.
Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strategies non sequitur.
Do you know he thinks puppets are cool?
Does he?
He's so dumb. Rose, use builders to construct observation tower on roof. Nice job. He just wasted all of his builders. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious. You can get started with something of a foundation for upper construction at least. Because they are trying to get to the medium, which is like very, very high in the air.
Makes sense.
All right. Okay, you obviously. Oh wait, yeah. John, check cabinets for imps or useful items. Then we just do that. No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do when they're not baking, that is. John, bring 2 cans of shaving cream.
I would just love if it was like Febreze, so it'd be like, I love the smell of flowers. Oh yeah, how you like the smell of flames?
All right.
From the B movie.
You
Jesus.
capture log 2 cans of shaving cream just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beer to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window. John, ride the pogo ride. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. Towel floats back down to the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete. Rose, check up on Nanaquin. See what's cooking. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh, that's what's cooking.
No!
Bye bye, nuclear reactor.
Be gone!
Judgment.
Make your way to the study. Ah! Oh my god!
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All of them are in his house.
1 troll. 2 trolls.
Type 2 diabetes.
1 nipple.
Okay, that's
2
enough.
nipple. Yeah, the Family Guy joke. Sorry.
Looks like the imps have taken a shining to their Crux-Strider. Cruxite and black goo everywhere. Yeah, they really like it for some fucking reason. Yeah, then we got this guy that is. Oh my god. John, ride Slimer Pogo and one up that imp. Well, okay. It's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. John, ride your steed to victory. What is it gonna start like hopping around? Yeah, watch this thing start like hopping around.
Yeah. Yep, there you go.
It is hopping, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's called the Slimer. It's called the Slimer Ride, whatever that's called, because he's gonna slime them.
Slimer Rider. This is incredibly dangerous. John,
Put the
flip
fuck
the
out.
F out. See how they
out.
like the old double
how
barrel
they-
leather blaster. Whoops, those. Uh-oh.
See how they like the double barrel leather blaster. I'm so shit.
Oh.
Oh, damn, he got a concussion.
Mr. John,
Mr.
respectfully
John,
ask that
respectfully
you
ask
please
that you
stand
please
up.
stand up. Will the real John Egbert please
God
stand
damn it, I knew
up?
you were gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Don't move or the
Don't
pogo
move when the
gets it.
Pogo gets it!
Now, sir boy, flee from this boar's rabble post haste. What the? What the?
Nice abscond, dude! Nah,
Refrigerator.
this is actually awesome. There we go.
Boom.
Bam.
Level up for slaying the imp. The refrigerator skyrockets up the Eka ladder to a new run. 5-star General Electric and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance.
Yeah.
Well done, John. Polite congratulations. Well, congrats, John. Polite congratulations. For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Whatever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods earlier. Now, my Sybil fellow, I have a well better question curious to ask. Is this guy asking the questions or like...
I hope he is. Nah, there's two of them. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space. John, I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work on the Zynex. John, M's behind you. You should take care of it. You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick it up? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless.
Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps. Here we go again.
Welcome to the underground. How was the fall?
Fuck! John, might I bother you for a can opener? Obvious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there's probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing? Years in the future.
Years in the future, but not money.
But let's not get totally carried away here. The study's eye darts about a page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom. Side plot time. Typical human.
Yeah.
Please, thank you. You are welcome. Good day. How do you do? Splendid. And you? Gratification. Further courtesy. Flavor is mutually curved.
I mean, yeah, that's how this.
And you just ate the page. Elixir known as tea. Absurd particular fourth digit is gentle versed. Everyone is polite. And he ate it. Games block. Game FAQs. And this is our walkthrough.
I can't take as many as for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth, here's as many as I managed to collect so far. More captures for forthcoming. I check them out.
Co-player John assesses his environment after transition to medium. Followed by Sprite, says Colonel. Prototyped once pre-hatched. Completely useless in this form.
It Sans?
This thing?
Sans Undertale!
What is bro talking about?
Look in the text, look down in the text. In the previous one. Sans Colonel.
Okay.
It says Undertale.
Severed from suburban grid, house remains mysteriously powered. Convenience presumably facilitated by game, which perhaps deems navigating a powerless house be a handicap less in keeping with spirit of game's principal statement of challenge. Okay, we're gonna read one more. Internet connection remains stable as well. Will likely remain stable until the internet itself is compromised by some external threat. Something like, oh, let's say hackers. Screw it, I'm gonna do the last one. A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room. Possible I can see only, in a sense, what John can see, or has seen already. I have not found a time to discuss with him yet. If he enters the room, the question may answer itself. That's interesting. Rose. Construct loft above John's room. This says 2-4-11. That's interesting. Construct loft above John's room.
A 2 for 11, okay.
Oh, nice. You're just fucking copying everything. How much you want to bet there's gonna be like holes? That there's gonna be like things sticking out on the ceiling?
I hope so. Yep, there you go.
I mean, they are trying to build up to the first gate. Because they're in the medium right now. They are trying to build up to the first gate. Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs. Fellow John, it appears we have reached an impasse. Yes, it seems so. The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately. It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again? Is this the equivalent of having a stroke?
I hope so.
Is this the equivalent of having a bro? But it's been
I'm getting a
pleasure.
brainer.
But it's been a pleasure nonetheless. Thank for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway. Oh, but thank you. Okay. Thank you so very, very much. Dear favorable small primate. I shall take my leave, John. Now, John, until next time.
I just love
Wait.
how Rose just screaming the pillow.
And yeah, there's also like a captcha card, captcha lock card, like on the right, the red thing that's on the floor. I'm pretty sure that like expands its capacity. Like I noticed that earlier, but we weren't talking about it, and it was only there for like one frame. And there's also, and I think there's also like a green one under the safe too. I mean, it depends if he like actually like sees it or not. He might.
I'll be back in a second. I gotta go somewhere. Give me like 5 minutes or less.
Can we keep reading or should we wait for you?
Yeah, you can read. You can read.
All right. Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? John, gather grist. Examine designics. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the punch designics all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light in the diagram etched into a panel. Wow. Looks like you turn it around, you put it in the keyboard, and then you just insert it. Or maybe it means a character. Rose, answer Dave. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass. What is the specific problem? Problem is, I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong. Oh my god. You know you like the mannequin. Accept it. I'm roid and chaffling, wriggling god fucking damn puppet pelvis. An obsessively long coarse Kermit is being dragged across my anguished face. Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet state because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word. You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I burrowed deep into lividly fluffy Muppet rock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noises. It's like apocalypse, a perky here, like the yes. Are you going to start rapping about this? What? No, listen. Prong of buried at home, found so late, cleft at a foam. No, oh Jesus. Apocalypse, your thoughts eclipse. A painted pair of parted lips, that dare no kiss to stare the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and no faces flush in lovers' fits. Hands snug and plush, his gloves be fit. Okay, if you could shut your fumey trap for a half second, this is serious. I am just saying. If I see one more soft bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and pulling or whatever, fly off the handle, do some sort of acrobatic pirate off the handle and win like a medal or something. Then let's hope there will be a squishy dairy somewhere below the handle to break your fall. John. I'm sorry, it's just like some of that had like really like freaky and like suggestive words that I didn't really feel like saying. And some of it got like a little sexual, so whenever possible, I want to like try not to say that. So, John, observe back of the first visible capture log card. Still, there is a part where I was talking about like hermits. Yeah. Observe back of the first visible capture log card. You flip Ooh, it's like a word. Dominic or something. You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Anytime you capture lock something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read. But then, you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps. John, examine the reverse side of hammer card and strife specifics. Looks like cards from your strife deck have codes too. John, enter captcha code as seen on back of pogo ride card. Oh, that's what the machine, yeah. You turn it and then you type in the code, yeah. You enter the code DQM, lowercase m, JL, lowercase e, k, into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off. A green light begins blinking. John, insert card. Punch. So we got one, and then just keeps going. John, type in NZ7UN6BI. Yeah, that's the other code. And you got more. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. John, attempt to retrieve pogo from card. Oh, well, that should just be a simple matter of, uh-oh. It looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. Assuming you got the code. Wait, but maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use a card to replicate the items in question. Assuming you got the codes right, that is. John, mash keys heedlessly. Not quite through with your cowboy M prism just yet. You mash the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter the design stopped you after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans on to hold one card. Or 2 cans on to 1 card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. You punch the card with a pattern that is no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesterers. Ooh, there's a troll watching him. There's a troll watching him. What's behind him?
I'm back.
Oh my god. Yeah, so basically, John was like punching cards. Yeah, he was punching cards and like each card had like a code on it. And this troll just like watching him. And there's something behind him. And then he gets destroyed by the bathtub.
Yeah.
Hey, money.
That's a lot of grifts. Shit. That's a lot of grist.
I know. John, answer your chums.
Puppets. Awesome. That's really all there is to say to that matter.
John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out. Yeah, a little bit too late for that, Rose, but... Wow, that was so totally unnecessary.
I made a shortcut upstairs. Thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try and climb the cars as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive.
You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb those?
They're perfectly navigable, or whatever. I'm saving I'm saving on grist for now. If he keeps slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding your cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future.
What? So why didn't you just build a way up through that hole into my dad's room?
Have you ever been in there?
No.
Exactly.
Huh?
I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish harlequin decor your father keeps in his room.
Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through.
Will you?
Yeah, why not?
Or you're saying like you've never wondered what's in there, or why it's been kept a secret from you?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Then trust me, you won't be going right on through.
Wait, are you saying there's something, like, troubling in there?
I know.
What do you mean? What do you see in there?
Can't see in there.
Oh,
But I don't have a very good feeling about that.
whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings. Rose, move punch cards to John's room. And then we just moved it to his room. Rose, drag some Crooksite dowels up to John's room. John, collect grist, examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-players' recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying that you don't have any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which had made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books compromise at least half of the weight of the safe. John, examine family tome of humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original painting. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped? Oh, yeah, that, yeah. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You capsulog it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. John, examine contents of safe. And the Foddery Gents Shaving Almanac. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you will never understand. It seems as he has been collecting scraps from the news over the years. His articles go back decades. Bro, are you eating right now?
Yeah.
Okay. John, look at the piece of paper taped to the wall. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. John, turn the card over.
What's up?
02. Wait, someone extra. Hi, hello there. Oh yeah, I should probably start this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're just reading Homestuck. It does have some language in it, but we're basically on Act 2.
And John has become a man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to keep reading now. 024913. You guess this is a combination to the safe. This is completely useless. John, examine back of capsulog cards.
This is worthless.
On floor. Ooh. You guess these are all zeros? Or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. John, Capture log the card.
I hope
Okay,
it's
there's
gonna
the
make
back.
him do a capture for it, like an actual capture. Shit.
John,
Oh,
enter code on back of card into Designix. Oh, wait. Alright. John, punch card. Did he just punch it, bro?
Huh. Wait, John, before you punch that, oh, I was about to say, first took out of the code, then remove the card from the card. You could have punched the blank one. You would have only burned one instead of two.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn it. John, throw hat down in disgust. It just flies out. Not even like a soft throw and then it just floats down. It just flies out.
Yeah, freaking haymaker throw.
Bah! John,
I would the rep back. Fah!
capture log, punch, capture log card. Ooh!
Damn, sweet catch.
What?
What?
John,
Take
take
PDA.
PDA. The 2 card Silodex. Inventory of dumbasses. He
There we go.
takes
That's
out the
what we
book,
got.
makes another hole in his house, and it kills the...
Bam!
John, level
Level
up.
up.
And he goes up to the
Colonel
pesky
Sassacre,
urchin.
level up for slaying the imp.
Colonel Sassacre, level up for slaying the imp. The Colonel soars to new heights on his Echo ladder, reaching the rung. One-man juke vacuum. In pockets 9,000 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic sounding colonel. I want to see the ladder real quick. Start as a green tycoon, and it's like, yeah. Also, this is a scroll bar, so there could be like way more tiers above Lodestar Youth.
Yeah, I thought I could scroll up.
You can't scroll up. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp. The bathtub.
Bat surges heroically and surpasses the rung. Archimedes, Aqua Cradle, proceeding directly to vaunted ring Tap Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's basin capacity remains unaffected.
Safe, level up for slaying the imp.
Safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to the Valhalla. A
Dog.
moment of silence for the vault. A moment of silence for the safe.
John,
Thank you, everybody.
John, make your way up those stairs. Post haste. You're not sure. They look pretty precarious to you, but you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Lad scribble, and then he just falls. Lousy goddamn stupid stairs. Wow.
God damn.
He's gonna take the book. Dave, ignore little cow and find the beta. You wander, and this is Dave.
Yeah,
You
or
wander
just jump
over-
from one cliffhanger to the other.
You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Troubles are brewing. Dave, take expensive ninja sword.
That was a
What
stupid
sword?
thing.
Dave, exit
It's
your
your
bro's
brother.
room. You approach the exit. There's something on your door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bro's iconic comics he left for you to check out. Oh yeah, that. What have I done? Animal, please start breathing. Oh God, please breathe. Actually, you want to read this?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Make believe time is over. God, oh 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 God. What will Nanny do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? I think imagination are the one time I simply need you.
Click.
Hello, Ralph. I want to play a game.
Oh,
I want to
nah.
play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play. I want to play. I want to play a game.
Okay, some of this stuff you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously just another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat, the same goat you've been meaning to bleat like ironically, but that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this. There's probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you will get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Dave, go into the kitchen. Fruity Pump is Rump is what?
Click it, click it, click it. Click it!
What is this? But I got like everything that's fan made.
Yeah.
The Strife Project. And they just got like,
This is a Strife project.
I don't know. Probably for
Yeah.
another time. Or maybe never, I don't know. I just want to keep reading this. Okay.
Imagine Homestuck the musical.
But honestly, you just think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this right now. Dave,
Right now.
go into the kitchen. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quality of awesome dangerous stuff that he's around. Okay, bro, we get it. You're a ninja. Dave, transfer katana to strike specialist. With an escalating sense of katana, you think it's time you shift your katana 9 to your specialist. Yeah, the blue letters are every other letter. The red ones are vowels.
Vowels. And do you like assign the spot to like, you know? I got it.
I'm
don't
pretty
worry.
sure the blue letters are 2 and the red ones are 1.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
With an escalating
Sure,
sense of
blue.
threat, you think it's time you shift number 9, your katana, also number 9, to your specialist. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Dave, set blender to mix. You guess, bro,
You guys
you
bro
put
suck
some
some
fake capsules in that
blood
puppet?
capsules in puppet? Pretty gross.
I want to play a game.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit, it's moving!
It's moving!
You spot one of your bros' many webcams nearby, recording the incident. It seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. Dave. Nah! He just sliced his head off.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's like the swoon from Deltaware. Delta Root. I said
Delta. Yeah, if we can swoon this bro. If we can swoon him.
Dave.
The Nike switch of doom and despair. Buster Sword?
Dave, capture log Buster Sword from behind microwave.
It's like Deltarune! Oh wait, no. It's
Okay,
not
bro.
Sorry.
This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Dave, set blender to crush ice. It's just sort of bouncing around in there. You're making a bit of a mess now. Dave, hide evidence in microwave.
You dumbass.
Why the whole... Bro. Come on, get in there! See? Like,
See,
his...
like his hobbies, they're cool and all. Sorry. And he guess he's got to put his shit somewhere. But what if he just want to heat up a burrito or something? This guy's just pretty much useless.
Dave, grab those fireworks. You capture log...
Capture like, all the
Bro.
fireworks.
Okay?
Jeez, okay, sorry.
You capture log all the fireworks. Yeah, the red ones are 1. 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 15 divided by 10 equals 5. This thing has to offer. You just know these are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still
Divided by
stuck in the
10,
garbage
I don't think 15
disposal.
divided by 10 is 5. Take 50 minus 10.
Well, it might be...
Yeah, 15 divided by 10 is 1.5.
I don't know.
Sure, hey, careful you're putting stuff, especially if you're looking to turn your Soul Dex into a powder keg full of sharp things.
You put the box of fireworks back into card 5 and prepare to start over. Or card 3, apparently. That settles that, you guess. Yeah.
Take Nunchaku.
Oh, it's 15 mod 10. That's the formula of that. Oh, yeah, that's 5, yeah.
Modulo, okay.
Or card 3, apparently. That settles that, you guess. Nunchaku. You take the Nunchaku 3, once again, grabbing without thinking ahead.
Stop thinking ahead.
Okay.
Bro, it really works on his impulses.
First, you capture log the box, again, while adaptively avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself set only moments ago.
Dude, dodge.
You again round up all the fireworks. Time to regroup here. Like, what are these main characters doing? Like, they are experts at making messes, I swear to God.
Exactly. His house looks like a freaking pig pen.
Dave, capture log each shuriken individually. You grab shuriken one at a time, knocking out those nunchaku. But no worries, you've got a plan. Oh yeah, it was also... Yeah. Capture log the nunchucks. You take the nunchucks, number 6. Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you just gotta compromise with this modus. Dave, examine fetch modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Press eject button. Oh hell no. Not all after all that trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button. Dave, change the Scrabble points hash modus.
And like during battle, like a strife, you could just eject it all and automatically kill the enemy if you have like a bunch of sharp objects in there. Just do a Dio knife thing.
First, you program your modus with the Scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. Then all that. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you have to empty your Syllax to select it. You're just not going to do that. No way. Dave, check the box, detect collisions. Okay. Dave, take the skateboard. And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft bulbous bottom being like kind of just jutting out and impotent or whatever, you're going to fly off the handle. And that's one more.
That's one more Nike swoosh of doom and despair.
You take the skateboard.
Actually, no, you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheel, the ride. Man, your inventory is not nomenclature, just getting later by the minute.
Dave, capture log the unplugged power cord. You take the power cord. Wait, no, not going to work. Dave, think of a new word for power cord. You take the battery pack. Damn it. You take the battery pack using the Y as a consonant. Your Syllax reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously employed by hashmap noobs. But you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to see.
3, 2,
Then and then he just
There
comes
we go,
in,
bro.
yeah.
I know. Looks like a freaking elf.
Dave, search for some mad snacks, yo. Oh, it's just a little cow again. You could never say mad at him. Anyway, you got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure out how to scope the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered it will make a room for a snooty dowager's mass suicide. Bro.
Jesus.
Oh god, more swords.
I got more shitty swords.
Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. Dave, take swords. The hell with it. You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and praise yourself for... Looks like that works, actually. You capture like the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords.
Shitty swords, there we go. His brother's cooked.
Dave, use Ice Maker. It's still hot around here. You dispense several cherry bombs. Wait, who's that looking at you in the reflection? Hmm? It's a little cow up there. Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time? Dave, capture log the cherry bombs. You go for the cherry bombs, but unsuccessfully. After mulling over a little bit, you take the red spherical salutes. Dave, take blender.
Jeez.
Blender is a pretty simple word. You can already tell that's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. That's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Dave, activate garbage disposal. Dave, stuff down Mr. Purple Guy into the garbage disposal.
Purple guy like FNAF.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna go everywhere. You're not sure. You're still not sure what he's so happy about or what he's looking at up there. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender. Oops, I mean whirling blade pitcher into the disposal. You suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection, something above you. Alright, hang on.
Alright.
Okay. And something above you. Look up. Oh, there's a puzzle piece. Hello, Dave. It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mini mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious about aping those shitty movies. Dave, use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort. It's a pretty sweet fort you just made. You're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now.
Yank cord.
But rather than just get inside and take her for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up that hatch. Yank the cord. It is time to face your destiny.
Face your destiny.
No going back now.
No, going back now.
Okay.
Nice.
And there's more of them. Boom.
Oh, wait a minute! I thought his shades were gonna get knocked off. Jeez.
Boom. Yeah, there's pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there.
Okay, hold on. Why am I getting into stupid game?
Yeah.
You're the one who should wrist deep. you should be the one who be wrist deep in puppet ass.
Yeah, this is the conversation from earlier. What is the specific
Okay, hold
problem?
on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You should be the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass.
What is the specific problem?
The problem is I'm up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dog.
You know you like the mannequin. Accept it.
I'm robed in chaffing, wriggling, got fucking damn puppet pelvis, and obscenely long coarse curved cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
Dude, are you like good? Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet prostate because you love it. Also, course is a good word.
You
Good
don't
luck.
seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've fucked deep into lively. Shit. Like how I just stop laughing. It's just cock jokes. I've ever fuck deep into lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm really into terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching bone noses. It's like the fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like the proboscalypse, I guess.
Are you going to start rapping about this?
Wait, no, no, listen.
Prong of fresh bear at home. Founds the lace tricks a collected of foam.
Oh no, Jesus!
Of apocalypse your thoughts eclipse. A painted pair of parted lips. The dare though kissed stir the air. That teases tufts of orange hair. And though faces flush in lovers' fits. Hands snug and plush as gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfectly trap for half a second now. This is serious. I'm just saying, if I see one more soft bulbous bottom being like kind of just jutting out and putin or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic pirouette off the handle and I'll win like a medal or some shit.
Then let's hope there be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
Jesus, bro. I know it was just funnier than it should be. This was funnier than it should be.
Dave, read the note on the hatch. Bro, roof, now. Bring Cal. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Dave, burst out the puppet pile like the one. Ah! Dave, be the other guy. You are now the other guy.
You're the other guy, let's go.
John, take towels and sheets from bed and make a tent. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun. John, carve a totem of the punch pogo card. You put the punch card containing the pogo ride in the slot and carve a totem from one of the crux-like dowels. All right. Use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the hell of it. You carve the respective totems for the cards. John, do same thing with capture log card. You make a totem for the capture log card. Pretty bare bones looking totem, if you ask you. Rose,
Sense, yeah,
collect
you should
totems.
ask.
Oh, each one, yeah. Pretty fat ass question mark. You show the totems in your Athenium. Rose, produce capture log card. Oh wait. Produce capture log card. The alchemiter requires 1 unit of any type of grist to produce 1 card. You decide to use shale since it seems less generally useful than bill grist as of now. You make a whole bunch of them. Whoa, did you just make all these? Yes. Sweet, thanks. What do you do with all the blue wobbly vase looking things? I brought the totems out to the alchemiter to test them. I'm taking some things in my own hands to save some time. Okay. You create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of bill grist. Oh no, he's in debt! Alright. You make a pogo ride too. -5 build, 1 shell. You use the totem that cards with the random code. You create a rocket pack with some random crap stuck inside it. Looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. The items have rendered the device completely inoperable. You figure you might as well put this piece of junk to use. John, collect cards. Using a little strategy, first you grab Harry Erson's Wife Guide by Mike Cavaney, then the cards, and you reject the PDA, then the book again, to flush the cards into your deck. go in, he grabs his phone, he grabs the book, and boom. John, turn on detect collisions. Bro, don't. Oh my god. You flip your fetch mode, but find no such option. This is idiotic. Okay, thank God. I did not want to read any complex names. Oh my god.
And which act are you on right now?
I'm pretty sure we're still on 2.
Wait a second.
Are you like on the website right now? What is bro doing? John.
What?
Are you like on the Homestuck website right now?
Yeah.
Bruh. Homestuck.com/002529. Type that in and you should be where we are exactly. Be the wise guy.
529. There we go.
You never really understood.
0000.
002529. You never really understood
Okay.
what Cavney's relation to Anderson was, or why he wrote this book about him. His ambivalent attitude toward your favorite magician in these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird, and to be honest, you tend not to read much of the text in the book. You mostly like to look at the diagrams for all the cool tricks. A hole in the ace, aka the a hole trick. I'm just gonna go to the map real quick, see where we like are in Act 2. Yeah, we're like at the pogo part. We're probably oh yeah. Yeah, we're before yeah, we're in the middle of like the puppet thing and John getting his weapon and then
How did you know I'm on the Homestuck website?
because I mean
Might have been the question you asked.
yeah. That.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's right. The old hole in the ace trick. Interestingly enough, pertaining to punching holes in cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands were never really strong enough to make this one work all that well either. But actually, this gives you an idea.
Pop off right now.
You're leaving?
So yeah.
Alright, bye.
Yeah, right for now. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I'm still here.
Alright. You overlap 2 of the punched cards. They mask each other's hole patterns. John, put both cards in totem lad. You carve another totem using a new combined hole pattern. John, take it to the alchemiter. Yeah, we put 2 of them in and then they just make another one. Dog. Oh man. Looks like Rose made a million hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out of the way. You're about to make something sweet. Ooh. Hammer. You got the pogo hammer. John, practice with new weapon. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, I'm gonna read. What did you do? I combined the cards in the lad thing. You made this. It is so sweet. Man, look at me go. I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work. Thanks. I got the idea from Harry Anderson. Who? You know the Show Night Court? No. Oh, well, bottom line is, he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. John, attack the nearest imp to test Pogo Hammer's strength. Boing, 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 boing! You got a vicious rhythmic bounding combo and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the Pogo Rider catapulted sky high in the process. Whee! Sweet catch. Still a bunch of trolls, not to mention that hole in the wall. Oh shit, is that like a big troll?
Oh, by the way, Homestuck might be famous for its trolls, but these here are imps.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Just, yeah, these
It's
are
fine.
imps.
The distinction isn't really that important at this point in the story anyway.
Yeah.
You could call them practically anything. Maybe they're goblins.
Maybe they're gremlins. Rose, Pester John. Hey, that was pretty nice sweet catch. Save. Oh yeah, this is pretty comfy. Why don't you just like carry the bed around with me on it up to the gate up there? I can't interact with you directly or anything that you are touching if it was a result of moving you. See? Oh, lame. The game probably regards that as a kind of cheating. In a way, thieving you of your free will as an adventurer. You need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity. The server player is just a facilitator. Well, okay. All that scurrying around kind of wore me out. I think I'm going to go and rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop some stuff on them if they sneak too close? No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself. What? Come on. I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to, if he's any closer recovering the game. There's some stuff I'd like to try in case he doesn't come, though. Oh, alright. I'm just going to rest my eyes here a second, though. See, I see this S, so I know something's going to happen. I'm guessing that's the first gate. I mean, I'm guessing the thing in the sky is the first gate because earlier there was like a hole in the ceiling where we also saw
You can
that.
hear the music, right?
What?
You can hear the music, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can't hear it from here, but it doesn't matter. I've already read the comic.
Weird. Looks like a sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This could be a convenient resource as you start to jumble on more useful card combinations. But ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think that you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself. That is, if you could think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Rose. Capture log suburb server CD. You eject the disk and capture log the server CD. Rose. Message John the capture code. Oh, god damn it. What is this? Fucking big ass Z? Uh-oh. Is it gonna like fucking explode? Oh. Facepalm combo. John, wake up. Are we dead? Okay, there was like a character at the end of that. Another imp. Oh, it's the GG person. Hey! Whoa, there you are. How's your adventure going, John? It's okay, I am making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she is helping me now. That's good. Oh, but, like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that. Well, I think whatever it is, it must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice. Yeah, you're probably right. But, I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, didn't you? I don't know. Maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about her or something. Yeah, maybe that was it. They're really weird when they talk to me about you. Like, they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers. But I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. But then when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like maybe you know more about a thing than you are telling me? I don't know. Oh well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. some things that I know. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? Oh, John, I forgot I was messaging you about the meteor that fell near my house. Oh yeah, whatever happened with that? Oh boy, well, turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of times. That happens. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something. So what was the deal with the meteor? Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now. And now I know everything's going to be okay. So what is it? Or is this just another thing you're waiting to tell me? Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first. Huh? Okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kind of literally. Ah, stop being so confusing. Oh, anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have some company. Garden Gnostic ceased pestering ectobiologist at... Man, I don't know. John quickly grabbed the pogo hammer. Grabs the hammer. You stick the pogo hammer back in your striped specimen and get ready to kill some more of those pesky little... Huh? What's that? It's the big one! Oh shit, he's grabbing the book. What the? Tentacle therapy... Wait. Okay. Tentacle therapist ceased pestering ectobiologist. Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. John, be the imp. You be the imp and quickly abscond the f out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get too hot to handle, which is frequency. John, prepare for boss battle. You stopped being the imp because I was stupid, and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in here that would be good to stock up on for a major battle, but it looks like someone has plundered your chest. This is so outrageous. Huh? You are being ambushed. There's not much room to maneuver on the sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to the higher ground. John, ascend to the highest point of the house. Boing, 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 boing. You go up here. John, look down. Peek over the edge. The other edge! Oh my god. Long way down. Your yard. Not even to speak of whatever's below. Hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn, why do imps gotta be making off with all your sweet gear? John, turn around. Huh? Oh my god, there's two of them! You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now, and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Dave, stop being the other guy. You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Dave, ascend to the highest point of the building. Bro, roof now. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Here we go. Okay, this is kind of hype. Psych. Psych! Oh, wait. ×2 double psych out combo. Bro. Screw you, bro. Screw you, bro. And I'm the fucking vagabond. Bro. Okay, we're gonna go back. You are now the wayward vagabond. Retrieve. Got him already. Got him already. Examine rotten pumpkin. What pumpkin? Check the little red bar. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it has been running here. You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it as at once. You are very hungry. Capsule log can of gravy. Yeah, I was about to say, like, what? Capsule log. You have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give the foolish notion of a second thought. Pick up the can of gravy. Just pick it up. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke a hole in the lid of the can. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter, not for puncturing metal. WV. Attempt to open can with your weak pathetic digits. Pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. They are certainly pointy enough. Black carpus is rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for a task. WV. Take the can labeled beans. Okay, you can take that too. Examine can of mustard. Can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you are perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this, maybe one or two. You'll need to find something to put this stuff in if you want to carry a lot of things around. You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. Yeah, what's on his wrist? It is a sort of specialized barcode pattern. This brings back unpleasant memories and you would prefer not to dwell on it. WV. Examine a small potted plant. What plant? Did he just brawl? WV. Checkbook on human etiquette. It appears half the pages this book have been eating. The volume is considerably lighter than it once was. You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained by these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much. WV. Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine. You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, potato, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons. WV. Search room for can opener. You have already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either. WV. Locate a nearby sharp object. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually a... You're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted one of those red mailbox arm-swinging flappy doodads. Either for letting you know there is mail in the box, or maybe for alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know, really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans. WV. Be the imp. This means nothing to you. You are not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. WV. Become the mayor of Cantown. As the glorious founder and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly caked off with the tone of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very official, important-looking mayor slash made out of old cables to compete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizens gathered in front of the building to offer adultation to the fair and magnanimous leader. All is well. You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes, or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and his people. It is also built on having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings and you think kings are really stupid. They're petty, bossy tyrants and are really full of themselves and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings. WV. Actually, this would have done numbers like 1 or 2 months ago. WV. Explore west of Cantown. Over here is the other side of the room. There's another one of those purple strange boxes and some useless objects scattered on the floor. Is that fucking Crayola? WV. Use glowing green rock to open cans. You pick up the nugget of uranium and... Oh, that was stupid. Why would you do that? Wait, did he eat it? Crayola chalk. It's chalk, nuts. Inside the box, there are 12, and he's eating them. 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the 10 pieces of chalk, in most colors of the rainbow. You are excited by this. WV, try to open the storage box. It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing. WV, examine contents of the yellow container. The container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now. WV, rescue that poor lightning bug. There's nothing you could do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. Nevertheless, bravely flashes on. You fight its light, alluring, inspirously. To you, it seems it could quite easily serve as a light of democracy. WV, use the chalk to draw some roads. You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds the mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. WV, lay a chalk foundation for Cantown's civic growth. You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors of the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Well, there's an alternative. Use your own pee for the commercial zones. You cannot urinate because you have not had anything to drink in some time. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you are not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way, even for a moment. Use motor oil to designate commercial zones. You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. Looks rather striking to you. You could hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You're very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. WV, peel label from Canamayo to sash. WV. Survey surroundings in search of more terrain for city. Seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there is still a lot of empty wall space. Seems you'll be happier with a colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Most of your imagination, an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. Sight it very closely orbiting your city as a luminous planet, about which orbits a single room. To another side of blue and continue rendering on the western wall. Bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these are satellites, you decided. Yes, that makes sense, you think. Southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. The furthest orbit yet. There is an ominous planet. Oh my god, yeah, on the computer it shows. Yeah. This planet moon circles this one too. WV, check that rampaging boy on the screen. Doing. Oh yeah, it's that guy. You had almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. Seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being. WV, turn on the other 3. Wow. You have no idea how to turn these on. There's no mouse for this weird quadra monitor computer. It can only be operated through task commands from this keyboard. Perhaps there is a special key to command which will allow you to switch to another monitor. WV, press tab. Think. Hey, it's tab. Oh, tab, tab, tab. WV, consume several cans. Tab, tab. You free the heavily brown elixir from the jewels of pink sharpness and impenetrable like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary. You wonder how much sugar could fit in one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. WV, welcome the rest into the city. The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content, whether empty or full. Not like empty or can kills or anything. They are just cans after all. WV. Hit escape. Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy. It reveals a history of all the commands you've entered. That one. Do again, as Pebble words say. Ready to tighten this stupid contraption. What a waste of time. Wow. You scroll all the way up to your first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you. There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. WV, type switch number 2. You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help. No one is around and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on the monitor. Switch 3. What the? It's another one of these rapscallions. This monitor is locked too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it just looks like more confusing nonsense to you. Oh shit, Cal died. So they're switching to screen 4, but decide against it. You're feeling that whatever's there would just confuse you even more. You don't really care all that much anyway. Type home. All 4 screens activate. Together, they display a countdown, starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. Type reboot. You can't! Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. WV, be the mayor. Enough of this nonsense. You are an important mayor in this absurd contraption of wasted enough of your time. You got a city to govern with a complicated list. Say firm yet pause. It's supple as a series of math. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. WV. Great employment opportunity for the citizen cans. I'll read that ass! I'll read that ass right now. That's literally chess, bro. You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the care powder available to create a village in town built up. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using pieces of white chalk and motor oil. You then organize them in phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regimen. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. WV. Lead your men to victory. And it's a sound. Yeah, he's literally playing chess. WV. Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab. Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure on the can. You speculate this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You're starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best not to be near it when this happens. Minutes in the future. Though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstance. A Persian medicant trundles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous. Now who the hell? WV, go outside and get some sun. You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. Time to move on to greener pastures. For which, of course, you mean arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. WV, curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Select a triangle fractal. Fractal room does not appear to be locked. Turns 120 degrees and the door opens. You go to the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted a little time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall there is another perplexing contraption. What the hell is this? Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has 2 large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. You immediately craft a measuring spear, though possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had to remember to bring your trusty knife. Feel so insecure without your trusty knife. It makes you... Oh yeah, because he left it in there. Slit your wrists. Or at the very least, flog your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. WV, look at the other wall. Perplexing contraptions across the room. course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You're quite sure this is what science is all about. WV. Press the triangle pattern. You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which is obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. You purify a pumpkin. WV. Examine pumpkin. It seems this mysterious gourd was transported, purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you are on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier, would take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There's a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it would ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin. Beep, 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 beep. You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable. Curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. WV. Inspect green buttons. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is that house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one on closer inspection appears to be the map of the underground facility, with an X marking its center. WV. Press green button on right. You push the button. All of the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of the facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, make a useful reference point for your current bearings. WV. Fiddle with the dials. Yay! One way to find out would be attempt to purify something from this facility. It'd be easy to zero in a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. Purify your trusty knife. Wow. You adjust the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. WV. A purify countdown. The number a bit more purified once you can. Much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You are to believe that time is at a premium after all. V. This is purifying the pumpkin. Does this machine look like a de-purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could both purify and de-purify things is so laughably ridiculous. You wish someone would de-purify your brain or purify with a brain that's more smart and less dumb. WV. Use trusty knife to carve Spook's dilemma in pumpkin. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch. WV. Move spirograph. Switch. You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped identification and possibly requires a special kind of key to open it. A purified firefly out of the amber. Whoa. You release your blinking new friend. You give her a name with something suitably whimsical occurs to you. WV. Adjust time dial to purify rotten pumpkin. That passed. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the purifier. You're assuming she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies could even be girls. EOA? Damn, really? What does EOA stand for again? Anyway. You are assuming she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. It seems the purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. WV, a purifier to grate over the entrance to the facility. Wow. Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in amber, she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. Time to get on the show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again. This time only adjusted the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units. Wow. WV, haste it to the exit, post haste. Are we dead at? Oh, it's this song again. Oh shit. 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Psych! Bro. Unip Psych. You attempt to wear a highly dangerous 5 times cliffs combo and fail. We are doing it, man. We are making this happen. Yeah, bro. Come on. Oh my god. Continent westward. In years in the past, but not many. Okay, this is insane, not gonna lie. Her mother. A secret vault. Dad's in prison. Broke free. With shaving cream. We're doing it. Why do I kind of want to watch that again? Why do I kind of want to watch that again?
Not a bad idea.
You want to?
Sure.
All right. Hang on. Wait, just all right. Since with the firefly and like everything else. there.
By the way, EOA stands for
And the Act 1. The asteroid planted a tree. He explored the bomb. Volcano. Asteroid just spawned. And the crater. Temple's been built. That's what just came of it. Dodge that. So another again. Secret code. It's the prison. You can see Dave on top of the roof. That's his bro. Oh, fuel's empty, that's why. And Vagabond's gonna explore the temple now. End of Act 2. Nice.
There's like a very short intermission if you want to read that.
There's an
Like, before we get to
intermission?
Act 3. It's like 2 pages.
Alright. Okay.
Not that intermission, the green intermission's different.
Yeah, I know. Dear John, Colonel Sasker's daunting text, magical frivolity, and practical japery. Colonel amuses men marginally less sound than he on a sweltering Mississippi evening in True's hat. Yeah. You are no doubt reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Why the mandarin leading to lift the book is itself a sign of your maturity, not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the newest and Sasker's time-tested mischief. I am so proud of you, grandson. I wish I could have delivered this heirloom to you in the flesh, but I'm afraid it wasn't in the cards. For you see, John, like you, this book must yet take a journey. This journey will end on the final day of my life, and even then, we'll continue some. So I suppose that will be up to your father. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day, when he and you are ready. But it is your journey I am writing about to wish you luck. There will come one day when you will be thrust into another world. Once you arrive, that is only the beginning. You will soon delve even deeper into a realm of warring royalty and its timeless expanse. A realm of agents and exiles and consorts and colonel sprites, toiling underlings and slumbering denizens. A realm where four will gather, the air of breath and seer of light, night of time and the witch of space, and together they will ascend. John, if only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life, and yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know for sure is that we will meet again. Tell John, I do hope that your father keeps you well fed. I'm guessing John is one of these. I could probably be wrong though. Anyway, Act 3. A silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely that she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often known to do. She may have a silly name too, or maybe not. It is hard to say for sure without asking her, but since she's slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well just give her a name right now. Enter name. Farmsting Buttless. I guess her name is Farmsting. Wake up! To roost Farmsting from her slumber, but she is really down for the count. Looks like she is holding some sort of note. Retrieve arms from. They're right here. In plain sight. Look, they are flashing red. Drop pumpkin on Farmsting. What pumpkin? You see no pumpkin, and frankly it is hard to imagine. There ever was a pumpkin. In plain sight to otherwise. Be a really terrible thing to do with poor sweet farm thing. It got iffy. No. Farms think that is incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is... Try again. Jade Harley. Examine room. Your name is Jade. You have just woken from a restful nap, and as usual, you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests, so many in fact, you have trouble keeping track of them all, even with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything in your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for your horticulture. What will you do? Jade. Play a silly flute refrain. What the hell? Oh. Wait. Oh, wait, yeah, click that. I was just clicking the arrow keys. Okay, that's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Alright, cool. Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead. Like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear around here all the time. Especially to your unending chagrin. Any sort of large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing the flute down in disgust. Jade. Capture log flute. On second thought, it was a perfectly nice flute and there was no reason to take your frustration on it. You just need some practice. But before you capture log the flute, you will need to set your fetch modus first. Set the modus. Roll over up. Oh my god! That is a lot. You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You're really excited when your grandpa bought you this modus set for Christmas. He's a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality. Select memory.
You can roll over the above with the mouse to inspect them.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Operation. Guess who? Ouija board. Then we got Battleship. Jenga. Connect 4. Clue. Yahtzee, bro. Monopoly. Bro. Pictionary and Boggle. Dog. Are we dead on? Okay. You allot 9 cards to the Modus from your deck. Since that will be more than enough for your needs at the moment. Modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. The flute is split up with 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick 1 card and then pick its matching card. For a typical Silodexter, this Modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time when mismatching. But you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try. Jade. Squeal like a piglet and fertilize some plants. It's an awfully silly idea. It's basically a waste of everyone's time. You will predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objects at once. Oh my god, this is so much fun! Bro. You capture like the fertilizer. Jade. Consult colorful reminders. You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful. So you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as reminders. Each one means there is something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there is something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string reminds you of John... Wait. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package arrived today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you should have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online and wish him a happy birthday. Jade, capture log the pumpkin growing next to you. You snap up that pumpkin, which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Silodex will prevent it from being spirited away like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. Exit the room. You make your way to the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium rings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory, as well as your bedroom. Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick a juicy red crabapple. You go pick a nice-looking key lime. Then the delicious mandarin orange. These are your favorite. And finally, a ripe yellow Eureka lemon. Modus fun outside. Aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Jay, go upstairs to bedroom. You almost never use the stair. Oh, wait. That symbol is kind of like the one in the Vagabond's room with the 3 triangles. Maybe the 3 triangle symbol is related to like stuff that teleports other stuff. Or maybe that's a symbol of like magic. Or maybe that's yeah. You transportalize. Yeah. You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Jade, ascend. You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you are immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. You are an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphological persuasion. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy. Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium. You are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. You consider very briefly the question, what will you do? But you quickly realize that this is only one half of your room, therefore host to only half of your interests to choose from. Explore the other half of your room. Over here, there are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television might mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. You are a skilled marksman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistently and eerily optimal results. Nevertheless, you have still not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there in the work, which is a design you have borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You are great admirers of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventure, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you know. But in spite of all his lessons, it is still difficult to escape his stern lectures when you are on the way out of the house or on your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma. Intensity. Oh my God. And today will likely be no exception. Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. This animal must be fed and will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first, you really should dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now, what will you do? Jade. Quickly retrieve firearms from wall. You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There would be hell to pay if Granddad caught you leaving the house without it. Jade. Wonder why the design on your shirt changed. Oh, yeah. There isn't much to... Oh, yeah. There isn't much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobe on its randomization setting. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit to that setting in the near future. Yeah, we got John's. We got that sign from earlier. We got the suburb sign. And we got the sun. Jade, capture log nearest Squiddle's doll and hug it. Her hand's nice. Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnet is concealed in their bellies become activated. And two of them get all tangled up with each other playfully. You capture log the tangle buddies. Jade, lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again. Oh, but you could never do that. What marvelous creatures they are, with a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. I wish you could know their world. To hear one night those beautiful paw paths trips up your stairs. A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the soap receives from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. Seer's woven tongue invites. When these ears suit you, will not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? No need to answer. Words slough from the busy mind, like a useless dead membrane, as a more visceral sapience takes over. Something simpler is in charge now, a force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright, that facial yoke, the bipedal toe. Now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing which with each bold start bright orders demanding investigation. But not for long, as you and your new friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a reared bug and don't even care. Pick up your toys. Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your Manther chaps. They are wonderful friends and are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Why, dear Mr. Coxcomb, however will you be received at the barnyard gala without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each Manther chap comes with a number of accessories, including articles of former attire, a vaccination kit, and a dishwasher safe slop through. Organize all your dolls. You gather all your dolls into a rather cozy looking pile. Change your wardrobe setting. You deactivate the wardrober's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. The decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion. Bruh. Oh my god. That's funny. It was 17. It was Adam, Sun, and the Spirograph. Yeah. Hey, Matthew? Matthew? Yeah? Are you hungry? You want to eat? Or a snack? Can I have peanut butter sandwich, please? Sure. Yes. Okay, I think I might be done reading this now. I've been reading for a while. Reading for like 2 hours.
Great stream.
Yeah, we had fun, and oh my god, the end of Act 2 cutscene, it was so good.
By the way, the end of Act cutscenes progressively get better
and
better.
yeah, are they just like actively like improving the earlier acts?
Yep.
Like right now?
Actively improve. Oh no, sorry, misunderstood.
Yeah. Because like coding games for like certain like pages and stuff.
Yeah, those all existed at the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I assumed, yeah. But like, I just want to say like one thing. But before the stream started, I went to the map, and a couple months ago, it stopped here, and like a couple minutes before the stream started, I scrolled down, and they actually added more stuff on the map.
Yep, part of the re-release.
And I'm scrolling down, and what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean there's an Act 6 of Act 6? I'm not going to go like too far into it now, but like, oh yeah. And I also noticed this like disc 1 thing. And the part 1 and side 1. Which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. I won't go into like in depth about that, but Yeah. I just noticed it. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, we had a good stream. It was good. Alright. Bye. Alright, bye guys.